Hello and welcome. My name is Alex Romero with the Glass of Learning Solutions. On this week's Genuine Learning blog, we're going to be looking at a very timely subject, the quality management and ethics, breaking down the AICPA's latest code revisions. So in their August 2025 meeting, PEAK, the Professional Ethical Executive Committee of the AICPA, looked at that conforming changes and language that needed to be updated so that we had the convergence with our quality management. So this was issued in September of 2025, and this is just going to bring everything in alignment as we move forward with quality management rather than that system of quality control. So why was the code updated? So we're going to go through a number of key areas and why this is important for you. So really the biggest thing here is that we're wanting to align the terminology so that as we go through and we've implemented quality management, everything else is also going to be speaking about quality management. It is going to be harmonizing that AICPA's quality management and having those conforming amendments. And lastly, we are just doing a modernization of our code language here, and it's not going to be changing anything with our practice requirements. So once you're going through and you're implementing your system of quality management, these changes aren't going to be changing anything you're doing. It's just that the language now is going to align with your system of quality management. So what is really changing here? Well, not a lot. Nothing's changing as far as practice. It really is only going to be around that terminology. So we're seeing updates in the code, interpretations, and non-authoritative language. And as you're going through this, what you're really going to see is examples on that last bullet points that we're looking at quality control to that system of quality management. And the majority of edits are going to look like that last line exactly, where they're going to have the cross out of control and then the new word in place talking about management for that quality management. We also saw some updates from some key definitions that included the individual in a position of influence, not a position of position, but rather somebody that's going to be of influence. And again, only thing that's changing here is that we're talking about that system of quality management control activities. A network firm is going to, again, talk about that quality management control policies and procedures. And lastly, our partner equivalent is going to talk again about our system and standards for quality management. Now, when we're looking at safeguard language, the one thing that we saw updated here is that conceptual framework for those members that are in that public practice. So we're going to have that reference to our system of quality management rather than having the terminology with quality control. So you can kind of see some pattern here is that everything really is about just changing that language and the verbiage so that everything is in agreement. So as we move into the system of quality management, we're not going to have things out there that still say quality control and have this difference where we don't know what to do. Everything will be in alignment. Same thing with our independence implications. We're going to be looking at the quality management standards, and the breach of guidance now is going to require firms to be compliant with that SQMS number 1, the system of quality management number 1. Our non-authoritative guidance revisions are going to be much the same, looking at those plain English and question and answers being updated again for quality management, and really looking at that being the main thing that we're seeing across the board here. So what are our key takeaways? Well, the best news here is that these really are only terminology changes. So when you're looking at this, you don't have to worry about, oh, there's something new that I need to do here. It's not. It's just that now everything will all be in alignment so that quality management is consistent throughout. There aren't going to be any new responsibilities, so nothing changing in that regard. And this really is just aligning all the code language to our quality management standards, which is going to be helpful so that we don't have that diversity in practice. People understand exactly that we need to be looking at everything in the system of quality management, and everything else, all the outside literature is also going to be referencing that as well. And this again is going to be supporting that convergence and the consistency with our AICPA and AICPA ethics guidance. So what is our effective date with this? Well, it's going to be just the same as that effective date for needing to have your quality management system in place and implemented and running, which is December 15th, 2025. So as I said, super timely. We only have about a week or so left here. So something that needs to be put in right away so that you can make sure that you're hitting all those deadlines. Before I leave you today, just want to note that we also do amazing audit staff level training here at Golasso Learning Solutions. We have a number of those already scheduled for 2026. You can see them all here. We have level 1 from your brand new people coming into the audit practice all the way up to your level 4, which is with our experienced seniors. And this is being taught by one of our great trainers here, Jacqueline Vino, who always gets excellent reviews and is really engaging with your team when they do take these courses. So again, thank you so much for joining me as we looked at what the code changes are and what Peak was looking at needing to have change with quality management standards coming into place. And as we saw, nothing really changing. It's just all going to be about that terminology and making sure that everything is in alliance. So thank you very much and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.